One of the most compelling and fascinating videos that I watched was those mountain people.
Oh, the Whittaker family?
Yeah.
In West Virginia?
Yeah. How'd you find them?
That was during Created Equal, the book that I mentioned. I was going to each of the lower 48 states, and we were in West Virginia just driving around. Axel, my assistant, and I. He's worked with me for decades. And we're just driving around, looking for anybody interesting to photograph. It's like it was just like, let's just see what we can find. And we're in a truck stop, convenience store, gas station thing, and I'm inside, and there's a cop in there. And cops always know everybody in their county or whatever. This is a Raleigh County cop, and I went up to him, told him what I'm doing, and he goes, "Oh yeah, I know all kinds of people." I'm like, "I bet you do." He goes, "Well, I get off at 2:00," and I go, "I'll meet you here at 2:00." So we did. I've had people like this before who have helped me. This guy was probably the best I've ever had. He took me to pure gold over and over and over. All these interesting people who I photographed for Create Equal. Just he knew exactly what I'm looking for. He showed me the best of Raleigh County. It was great. I'm sure there's more. I know there's more, but the ones he showed me were so great. And the first day we did this, we shot this person, we shot that, we shot a third, and then it started raining. And my strobe equipment, I always use strobe equipment for my photographs. This is photographs only at the time. This is for a photo book. Got rained on. And so we had to pack up and leave. Can't rent photo gear in West Virginia, so we just had to go back to LA, and I told him, we'll be back in 2 weeks. So we come back, and he says, when you come back, make sure you bring video cameras. I'm like, yeah, I don't do video, so I didn't say anything. But 2 weeks later, we come back, and he meets us, and he goes, "Did you bring video cameras?" I'm like, "No, I don't do video." He got really pissed. He was like, "You're going to want video." And I'm like, "I don't do video. I'm sorry, just photos." So we follow him. He's in one car, not a cop car, but his own private car, and we're following him in our rental, and we're going off the highway. Then we go off this mountain road, and it's winding through the mountains. Beautiful country, Appalachia. That western West Virginia and eastern Kentucky it's right near the border of Kentucky. It's so beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful parts of the U.S. And this windy road turns into like a gravel road, and then turns into a dirt road. And there's shacks. Every once in a while you see a house. Like, somebody lives there? Like, you can't believe people live there. And we're going very poor. I mean, the poverty in that part of West Virginia is like, these people are making, I think, an average of $12,000 a month. That's what they live on. So we're going down this dirt road, and then we come around this bend, and we're going really slow.
$12,000 a month?
I'm sorry, $12,000 a year.
Yeah.
$12,000 a year.
Like, how do they live on $12,000 a month? I was like, that's actually...
No, I'm sorry, $12,000 a year.
Yeah.
$12,000 a year. Can you imagine that?
No.
It's crazy. That's like parts of Kentucky and West Virginia are like that. It's so poor. So we're driving down this dirt road. We come around this bend. There's a shack on the left, and there's a trailer on the right, small trailer. And there's about 10 or 12 people just walking around. And we're going really slow, so they're not used to cars coming by at all. But going that slow, we got their attention. And it's like everyone you look at, it's like their eyeballs are going this way.
Mm-hmm.
And a single tooth among them, not a single tooth in any of their heads. And they look at us, and we look at them, and they start yapping and screaming and barking, and some of them are just staring at us and drooling. And it was like,
these people.
Yeah.
This was the video. The inbred family, the Whittakers.
Yeah,
let's play some of this because.
So what are your names?
Ray, Leroy, Timmy.
I'm sorry. Who's this?
His name's Ray.
Ray. I remember Ray. I photographed you, Ray. Do you remember? Years ago.
So that sound is this man barking.
Lorraine and Timmy.
Yeah.
None of them speak. No, you guys grew up here in Odd, West Virginia. How many years have you lived here?
Well, all my life.
You're you guys, I mean, did you go to school? You did? Some of your brothers and sisters probably didn't go to school, or how much schooling did they get? These are all brothers and sisters.
They didn't miss school long, but he graduated.
You graduated from what?
We were from high school.
You went to high school, Timmy?
Yeah, he went to that. high school on back.
Timmy graduated high school. Doesn't speak a
How about
word.
you, Lorraine?
No, she
He's
didn't
actually
go
Lorraine's
to
daughter.
Didn't. And
Son.
No,
Oh,
she
son,
didn't
sorry.
go.
come on out.
And that's a man barking for people just listening to this.
That's all he.
Hey,
So they live with a bunch of dogs, and he's adopted their way of communicating.
I don't know about that, but he does sound like a dog when he
Yeah.
speaks.
Here he is right here.
It's all right.
So some of it's a dog, some of it is him.
They sound very similar.
Yeah, that's a dog barking. And that's him. Now, what is the story of this family?
So it's Ray on the left, Timmy in the center. This Lorraine's son, not daughter, and that's Freddie on the right. Freddie has passed away recently. So the way so let me tell the story about how we met. So we pull up and these people are just staring at us, and it's something that, like, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm certain I will never see anything crazier than this. And we pull the cars over. Me and the cop get out, and the cop comes up to me and says, "I told you, should have brought a video camera." I'm like, "Yeah, you were right." So I walk over to the house to ask them if I could photograph them. And I think one of the sisters just points to the trailer home across the road. So I go to the trailer home, and there's a man sitting on the couch with two women. And I poked my head in, the door was open, so I poked my head in and I said, "My name's Mark, I'm a photographer from California." I just started giving my spiel, and he interrupts me and says, "Sorry, sir, we had death in the family. We're mourning. We're not interested at this time." And I'm just like, fuck. Came all the way out here? And I gotta be respectful. Somebody died. So I just okay, I'll check in with you later, and I left. I go back to the cop and Axel, and I'm talking to him like, fuck, we came at the wrong time. But then I started thinking, I'm fast on my feet thinking. I'm shooting 8x10 film and 8x10 Polaroids. So you get an instant Polaroid. So I have the ability to take pictures of the family, and I thought maybe that might be nice to give them 8x10 prints, these instant Polaroids of their family, and they can include that in the casket of, I think it was a sister-in-law who passed away.